Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks a lot for allowing me to be here, share with you our work. And well, as Paula said, I am going to talk about circular bioeconomy. We understand circular bioeconomy as the renewal section of the circular economic concept. It addresses all sectors, and today we will present 3 projects with some ideas related to bioeconomy. Here I have taken from the Sustainable Development Goals, the goals which are related to what we are going to see today. Well, I used this slide 2 years ago in Bolzano conference, and I like to point out that today I'm happy because I think we have been moving forward in this arrow direction, increasing towards circularity. I think our industry is involved in many innovation actions that are leading to a better and more sustainable industry. But we need to keep working, and that's what we are doing here today. Just a moment, I'm going to take this small thing out. Then we are going to present some, 3 bio-based, 3 projects which have bio-based strategies. And you will see that on different approaches, different scales. We are going to talk about algae, about domestic waste, and about mycelium, which are a part of a fungus. The first project is called Algae Best. The proper name is Architectural Envelope Productive and Energy Performance by Integration of Microalgae Bioproduction Systems. It's a live project presented by Beatriz Ingles and Jose Jurado, where they search for an envelope system that improves the energy efficiency of the building. As benefits of algae farming, we have CO2 absorption. They are able to absorb CO2 as a vegetated roof, for example. They are competitive biofuels because we get some waste, organic waste, which can generate energy. And also it is possible to treat wastewater and to act on decontamination. This scheme, we can see how introducing algae on some photobioreactors, which are in the center, on transparent plastic containers, we are able to act on the building passive performance, playing with the density of the algae to make it more or less transparent, depending if we are on winter or in summer. And at the same time, we can treat waste water and obtain biomass as a leftover, as I was saying before. Then this project proposes the integration of the algae and vegetable element into the architectural envelope. In this case, the project is applied on a building we have in Villaviciosa, the C building, where architecture is located. And we try to reduce energy demand, to reduce energy consumption, to control those CO2 emissions from the building, and controlling the natural lighting, playing, as I said, with the density of the algae, and also to perform wastewater treatment. This is the scheme of how we have these photobioreactors on the roof and also on the facade with some plates that we can move depending on the season, the season of the year. The expected results of the project is an ongoing project, is to improve the energy efficiency on those transparent enclosures, to improve occupant comfort and therefore occupant satisfaction, to absorb CO2 and release oxygen into the atmosphere, and to use that biomass which is generated in this way to produce energy or fertilizers. They are going to apply this biomass on how do we say, viticultures. Well, in Campo Real, there are some fields with grapes for wine, and they are going to use it there to see how it works as fertilizer. So the idea is to close the life cycle, as we use all the good that this algae can do for us in this project. That is about that concept of circular and introducing a bio-based material. This was a project on a building scale, like a constructive solution. And now we see the next one, which is in a bigger scale. In a waste to energy, we changed to a bigger scale, and we moved to waste to energy model as part of our regeneration of a complete neighborhood, combining solar panels with biomethanization. The project is named Waste to Energy at the Neighborhood Microscale in the Urban Regeneration of Madrid Peripheries, and going towards effective circular neighborhoods. Susana Moreno and Lourdes Rodriguez are the main researchers, and they propose this model which combines photovoltaic and waste to implement this circular model on a neighborhood they are working on at the south of Madrid. This is a bit of the idea. It's on its way to be published, so I cannot get into a very deep detail. But to summarize, sorry, I didn't see it had the arrows. Then on this project, we generate energy through biomethanization, and we have seen that it is enough. What we generate is enough to cover the needs, the system needs, and produce a surplus of energy. Also, the combination on this model with a biomethanization plant and solar panels, we cover 100% of the neighborhood energy demand, and we allow to treat 100% of the domestic organic waste that has to be treated. Therefore, we also save on CO2 emissions, as we do not need to transport all that waste, urban waste, to treatment plants. So also we are on the same time we are saving emissions. Another view of the project that I will share. And the last project is in a smaller scale, and it's a PhD work which is taking place now. Myceliums are, as I said at the beginning, a part of mushrooms, of fungus, and we apply Jesus Lopez and Beatriz are working to establish the optimal native mycelium to create a biomaterial. They want to make bricks with mushrooms, and well, there are some samples, and they are working on this idea. So to summarize a bit, these three projects are a sample of biostrategies that, with a different scale, they contribute to lead the construction industry towards greener practices. On each project, we have put here which of the Sustainable Development Goals are addressed, and then we can see, we think true sustainability we find it when we consider the process in its globality, the whole balance of the building act. On a building, sustainability will reach it when the global consumption goes towards zero, or it becomes zero. And this research on new bio-based materials we need to reinforce it, moving the construction industry into this kind of strategies. And for that, I think that European countries need to implement, to give example, to implement on their buildings and on their real estate, maybe not mushrooms, but any sustainable action which will make an example and also encourage private initiatives towards these principles. We also, maybe in the discussion, we can talk about savings or taxes or ways that the European countries need to address in order to make this happen and to try to make investors think as a good option on all these kind of strategies. And that is all of my part. I don't know how I was with time. Oh, I think.